Hey guys, it's Pieman. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We're in the Brightstone Cove today. We're going to be going to our next Great Soul boss. Went ahead and took care of a few more things off screen. Lit the torch down here, and I got the Crystal Lizard. Just to wrap up some of the more menial tasks. Oh shit. I forgot about the ambushes here. Crazy amount of them. And I think with these mages all over the place, I'm probably going to have to use this ring for the time being. That doesn't look like it reduced any of the damage. But whatever. These guys are the most annoying part about this whole area. Because their magic homes in on you. Is quite annoying. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There is another bonfire here that I want to get, but I have no idea how to get to it because I haven't played this game in a long time. Bowman Guthrie. That is not an invader name that I recognize, to be honest. I guess we'll handle it. Oh, Jesus. He has an auto crossbow, the friggin' whatchamacallits. You can get those crossbows back by that other area in the Iron Keep, but that's pretty cool, I guess. I very rarely make crossbow builds in this game, to be honest. Because crossbow and bow builds are just not very fun for me to use, personally. I've never liked the fact that you have to upgrade them the same as any other weapon, but then you also have to get the arrows from, like, merchants and stuff, and there are better arrows you can get, too. It's just very complicated, in my opinion. When you get an ordinary weapon like this one, you don't have to worry about all that setup. Just the upgrades. Anyway, yeah, this area is where the weaponsmith Ornifex will spawn after you rescue her back at the Shaded Woods. Which I don't think I did. I have no use for her, but that is where she'll appear once you rescue her the first time, and this is where the bonfire is. But if I remember right, you have to drop down onto it. So I'll have to find out where that is. That is the closest bonfire to the Duke's Deer Freya, I believe. So I'd definitely like to get it. The Duke's Deer Freya is not difficult per se. It's another one of those situations where her minions are more difficult than like the actual boss. Also, this thing will explode when you kill it, which is why I'm not trying to fight it. Okay, never mind. I could have sworn they exploded when you hit them. Whatever. There's a lot of key items in this area, a lot of upgrade material too. Getting all of it would be nice. But like I said in the last video, I don't know if I want to fully explore the Brightstone Cove, because it's a pretty large area. Oh, there's the Forlorn again. It's a pretty large area and kind of maze-like a little bit too, so I don't want to be here for the entire video. Where's the Forlorn? Oh, he's right outside, okay. I believe this is the third time I'm going to be killing him. Which means if I get invaded and kill him one more time, I should be able to buy his full armor set. It's not the set I'm going to use. To be honest, his armor is what I use every time I play this game because I really like how it looks. I want to use Benhart's armor in this playthrough because I also like how it looks, but I use it less often, so... There you go, human effigy, another torch. I think this is the room that Creighton and Pate are supposed to spawn in and fight each other, but I don't see them, so... I guess maybe I missed a... missed a dialogue option or something. I don't know if I'll be able to hit him from here, so I'm actually not going to try that. And these things are like basilisks, but they inflict the petrification. Also, this is the only door in the game like this. It tells you it's too heavy to open, so you actually have to attack it to break it open. There's no other door in the game that says that. Too heavy to open. You can bust down certain doors in this game with your weapon, but that's the only one that has like dialogue like that. So it's kind of strange. Anyway, I think we missed the part where the... yeah, that's where I came from. I think we missed where the bonfire was, so I suppose I will just give the Duke's Dear Freya my best try, and if I die we can just sort of circle back and I'll see if I can get it. This stuff is gonna hurt us, but there are items over here. Oh, it hurts them too, I didn't know that. I don't know how I forgot that, but... yeah, they have hexed weapons too. They're gonna hurt. They inflict curse as well? Huh. That's how you know it's been a while since I played this game, just because I didn't know about certain status effects. Got ourselves another Titanite slab there, that's very nice. I think I have 2 slabs now, that means I can fully upgrade this great axe and I'll still have one for the Drake Keeper great axe. Also, my stuff is kind of low durability. I'm going to use this really quick. And I'm going to make another torch because this room is covered in spiders. It's pretty annoying. If I remember right, this door is a booby trap. Yeah. There's an item behind it, I guess. Wow, you have a lot of health. Holy shit. Alright. I don't know why my character did that second swing. There's something Dark Souls 2 does a lot is there's like button queue or like action queuing or whatever you call it, where if you're in the middle of an animation and you push another button, the game will queue up that action and do it following the animation. So for example, if I hit circle right now while I'm attacking this guy, my character will do a dodge roll after the animation finishes, even if it's not like an instant activation. Which, you know, button queuing is fine and all, but in a game where animations are much tighter and you have to be more careful about dodging enemy attacks because you have adaptability and shit, it's not a very good game mechanic in my opinion. It's done a lot better in like Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring and Bloodborne and shit, because in those games you're rewarded for playing more aggressively. But in a game like this, it queues up an action and you just get punished for it because you pushed a button by accident and your character did something you didn't want them to do. Anyway, this is a really cool area, to be honest. Like, right before you fight the Duke Steer Freya, you just have to go through this whole weave of spiderweb and shit, fighting all the dudes down here. Really, really cool design for this area, to be honest. It's one of the creepiest, for sure. I think there is an NPC we can summon here, too. I need to be human, but I think he would help us fight the Duke Steer Freya as well. Yeah, here he is. Ashen Knight Boyd, who's actually pretty strong, to be honest. I should have cleared out the spiders before summoning him, because I think he will fight the spiders here and get fucked up by them. He's decently strong for the boss. Like, he'll help you out pretty well. And the only reason I'm summoning him is because I didn't get the other bonfire. And I really don't want to have to run all the way back once I finish her off. So, I guess this is it. I don't know what she's weak to, but I'm gonna use this to my advantage as well. Where the fuck did you come from? Alright. Oh my god, they keep coming. Bruh. Alright, any more spiders? Wanna follow us down here? Alright. Cool. So here is the Duke Steer Freya. I think that's how it's pronounced anyway. Giant spider lady with spider minions. And as you can see, her minions do a stupid amount of damage, so let me try and use this really quick. Ow. How is that hitting me, bro? Like, the leg didn't even hit me. Oh. Here's the laser attack. And I dodged too soon. If you have less than 20 adaptability, you will not be able to avoid that attack. Like, genuinely, that attack will always hit you. Even if you dodge it perfectly. But this is her. She has two heads on both sides of her body. That's her weak point. If you do enough damage to one head, you can actually destroy one of the heads, which does make the fight a little easier, but usually you will kill her before that happens. So you gotta be able, you gotta do like mega damage. Oh, I think I did it. Actually, I can't tell. Yeah, it took the head off. Nice. And Ashen Knight Boyd will finish her off. Very, very cool. Put the Silver Serpent Ring back on. We'll get 42k for that. But for some reason, I don't quite understand. You actually have to come over here to get the Great Soul. I don't have the first clue why. That's just how it be. There you go, the Duke Steer Freya, giant spider lady. Not too difficult, but yeah, there you go. I'm gonna murder this guy. Get the Dark Quartz Ring +1, which is super, super nice. And the Brightstone Key, that unlocks that other door that we found earlier, which I think has a few spells in it or something, but we don't need that. And now we're going to meet Aldia, who is an NPC you will only be able to find in the Scholar of the First Sin. And this thing... this thing is basically like the secret final boss of the game. But weirdly enough, the only way to unlock him as a boss is to answer his dialogue in a certain way. Because we're gonna meet him 2 more times. And if we don't give him like a specific dialogue choice, then he's not going to show up as a boss later. Well, I'm not gonna lie. It's not really a big deal if I don't do that stuff, because fighting Alia is not fun. Probably one of the worst bosses in this game, and not from like not because he's challenging or anything, but because he's really annoying to fight. I forgot he had a shield too. Alright, let's really quick see if I can max out my great axe. It's been a while since I've upgraded it. Oh, it's still at +8. Yeah, I think I'll do it. +10. There we go. It'll have a little more damage now. And now we will keep upgrading strength, I guess. Oh man, six levels. 6 levels, that'll get me 7 more damage. Pretty nice. I think we're gonna stop it at 50 though, because I don't want to put too many levels into that stuff. So now that we've defeated our final Great Soul boss, the next step is over here. We're going to be going to another really cool area in this game called Drangleic Castle. And once we go there, I believe we'll be able to also unlock the ability to go to the Dark Lurker. I'll probably have to make that its own separate video, because doing all of the things you need, unlocking all the steps you need to do to get to Dark Lurker is fairly time consuming, so, and I'm liable to probably die a lot while I'm doing it. So if I did it now, I would not finish by the time limit in the video is up. Alright, there is a shade over here. Crazy that I still 2-shot these guys with a +10 weapon and almost 50 strength. At least I 1-shot them. See about using my shield more often. I don't really like using shields in Souls games, to be honest. I use them all the time in like Demon Souls and stuff, but as I got better at the games over the years, I've had less of a use for shields. Anyway, that door is only going to open under 2 conditions. 1, if you've defeated all 4 of the Great Soul bosses, it will open. And 2, if you decide you don't want to kill the Great Soul bosses, that door will also open if your character has accumulated a total of 1,000,000 souls, which you can check if you come up here to Soul Memory. Your Soul Memory tells you how many souls you've gained since you started your playthrough, and we are actually just over 1,000,000 now. So that door would have opened even if I hadn't killed the Duke Steerfrey. Ow. Yeah, maybe I'll use my shield for these guys, because these guys kind of suck. I don't think they were here in the original game. Alright, fuck this. You can't even lock onto them. That's what makes it so annoying. But in the OG game, I don't think they were in this area. I think this area was actually mostly empty. And there were some enemies up here, but I don't think they had shades in the original game. I don't remember. It has been a while. But we're definitely going to one of the cooler areas in this game. I'm glad for that. Ow. Die. The fact I can't one-shot them while two-handing is also pretty crazy. Yeah, enemies you encountered in the Force of the Fallen Giants, for example, they're basically the same enemy, but just with way more health and damage. So they do reuse like enemy assets and stuff, but they just make them way, way stronger. Oh, there's another slab. Cool. And the Emerald Herald's gonna meet us here too. Basically just gonna warn us. Or give us some ominous, vague shit. Like, oh, this castle is cursed. Many who have dared to enter it have never been seen again, or whatever. Which is fair. Oh god. I really don't want to die here. I don't even really think you have to fight these things. Because they don't have as long of an aggro range as other enemies. Jesus Christ. Leave her alone, you bastard. One down. Oh shit, my weapon actually bounced off his shield. That's crazy. The Mastodon Great Shield. I don't know if I've ever used that Great Shield. Doesn't have 100% block, but it does have 90% physical and lightning. Interesting. I never understood why certain Great Shields in this game don't have 100% physical reduction. Like, if the weight limit is such an issue with heavier builds and Great Shields, then the least they could do is make it worth your time. Oh yeah, there's just a bunch of statues around here that'll come to life if you get near them. I think that's what happened here. Also, there are infinite enemy spawns in this area, but that's because you have to use their souls to activate these golems. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Dealing with all of this is just too much right now. I just want to kill him. Because I accidentally brought him to life. Cool. Now we need to get an enemy over here to bring this guy to life. They should be spawning in. Hello? There we go. Guess I had to get a little closer. And that's the last soul we needed. Which will open the castle for us. Really slowly, I guess. Did you open any faster? Yeah, this whole area is really pretty looking. I didn't really get a good look at the whole castle, but It's just super, super awesome. Very well designed area, to be honest. The enemy design is a little weird, but that's fine. This guy is going to sell us some stuff when we talk to him. You have to go through about 8 different lines of dialogue, and then he forgets what he was saying, and then he opens his shop. There's the Flamberge and the Lucerne, and then he'll also sell this ring, which is super fucking good. I'm definitely gonna buy that. And then I think if you talk to him in New Game Plus, he sells another ring, but I don't know what ring that is. I am going to use the Bracing Knuckle ring, though, for sure. Also in this room is notorious for being extremely difficult, because in New Game Plus, 2 pursuers will spawn in this room at the same time. And if you kill both of them, you'll get another upgrade to the Ring of Blades. I think the Ring of Blades +2. Or maybe +3, I'm not sure. I just know that it is a very challenging room to do, because 2 pursuers is not fun to fight. Down there is where the bonfire is. I want to see if I'm forgetting anything over here, though. At least they're 3-shot. That makes things considerably easier. In a normal playthrough without like all the damage that I have. Ooh, bone dust. Very good. Yeah, in a normal playthrough without the kind of damage I have, you would be backstab fishing those enemies, because you just would barely be doing any damage to them. Kind of nuts. I don't need the ladder. And yeah, through here should be our bonfire. Right through this other door. And then we're good. Ah, yes. Good old can't use the bonfire because there's enemies nearby. Gotta love it. Suppose it makes sense. I'm gonna come back here just to use the bone dust, because upgrading my Estus is a no-brainer. Do I have enough to level up? No. Not anymore. But we are gonna burn our bone dust, because that is super, super useful. Now that we've unlocked Drangleic Castle, we might be able to get to the first boss of this area, which would be pretty cool, but there are a lot of enemies in between here and there, so we'll see. Also, these doors have the same mechanic where you have to use enemy souls to open them. Some of them are booby traps that you don't want to open, like this one, for example. But I think there is another ring upgrade in this room if you kill one of the ruined sentinels that's behind these doors. I don't remember what it is, though. I just know it is a useful ring, so if I can find the right one, that would be nice. Also, weirdly enough, these stone soldier dudes can drop titanite slabs. It's a rare drop, but they can drop it. And you can fight the ruined sentinels in these rooms too, to prevent from awakening the other enemies. There is enough room in here to fight them. If you don't mind the janky camera. Ruined leggings, yeah. I always liked that in Dark Souls 3 you could get the Ruined Sentinel armor. Ah, we're gonna have to get one of these guys. There we go. Come over here, buddy. If I remember right, this one leads down to where the other guy is. Oh shit. I did not want him to come out here, but that's fine. Let's just bring him in here. Even with our Chloranthy Ring +1, our stamina regen is still not great. I mean, it's fast, but sometimes feels like it doesn't fill up fast enough. Anyway, if we step into that center area, we're gonna fall down into a dark area. I'm not gonna do that just yet, but we're gonna wanna go down there to unlock the NPC for Dark Lurker later on. I think these just give us a light source. Yeah. I think this one has the chest with the item, the ring that I wanted. Yeah. Just gotta kill one more dude. There we go. I don't even remember what this ring is, but I know it's useful. Ah. Yeah, that's basically just like Havel's ring, but a little worse, I think. So we're gonna go down here now. And then there's some of these guys down here. Good thing we can two-shot them. Got the Ferrum armor set too, which, if I remember right, that's some decent looking armor too. But we're not going to use it. And then right in here is a bonfire. And over here should be the old man. Yes. So I think what he's saying there is, even if we don't have the faith requirement to use his services, if we find him at 3 different locations, he will allow us to use his services anyway. I'm actually going to go check that really quick. Because I could have sworn I've already talked to him in the Shaded Ruins, but he's telling me, if I see you again, may we meet again, or something. It's like, bro, I already met you in all 3 of your locations. You're gonna make me do this shit, really? It's fine, I'll speed run it. And yeah, I still don't know why I couldn't summon Tark. Maybe a summon sign was in here, but I didn't see anything, so... Just weird, I don't know. Oh, he's not here. What the fuck? Alright then, maybe you do need the faith requirement. I could have sworn there was some game mechanic where you could skip the faith requirement altogether if you just found him at 3 separate spots, which I did. I saw him at the Huntsman's Copse. I saw him here in the Shaded Woods. And now I've seen him a 3rd time in Drangleic Castle, so I don't know why he's giving me that dialogue. Unless I have to just rest at a bon. And now he's not here. What the fuck? Okay. That is super weird. That's never happened before, but whatever, I suppose. We'll just continue along. Fight the first boss of this area. And the door that goes where we want to go is right here. Oh, I aggroed the Ruined Sentinel. That's so bad. Hey, could I just, like, run past you? That would be nice. Oh, yeah, of course he follows you in here. Oh, 3 hits and I still can't stagger him. Crazy. This, I believe, is a key that will unlock the Crown of the Ivory King for us. Never mind. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, Frozen Flower. You need 3 separate keys to access each of the 3 DLCs. And they're easy enough to find just by playing through the main game. But that one unlocks the Ivory King DLC, so that's cool, I suppose. Not gonna do it, I don't think, but it's there. One of you come to life? I don't remember. This mirror will curse you if you stand close to it, I think. Oh, never mind. It's a different object I'm thinking of. I think there is an item in this waste, but it does degrade your stuff. Oh, okay. Totally fucking useless. Good to know. Oh, what's this? That's more useful, I suppose. Oh god, oh god. Please don't kill me. Come on, bro. Not wearing any armor right now, so I don't want to get smacked for all my health. Alright, let me put my stuff back on here. Chloranthy ring, bracing knuckle ring, and ring of blades. Cool. And my armor, obviously. And Garl's helm. Sildora, Sildora, Sildora. Okay. This room is a trap. I think we have to open the chest to activate the trap. So I'm gonna open my escape route here and then run for it. Oh, never mind, I avoided all of them. Cool. Got some Twinkling Titanite too, which is super useful. Oh, they both came to life. Nice. Can I backstab one of you, please? Yeah. 1290 damage. That's crazy. Really good damage. What the hell? He came to life, but it was delayed. Like, he was waiting for me to pick up the item. Yeah, this is the thing that curses you if you stand near it. That is basically your first clue as to what's going on in the lore of this game. Like, Vendrick, the king of Drangleic, married a woman named Nashandra, and that is a portrait of her that curses you when you get near it. So it's sort of like a clue, like, oh, what happened to this whole kingdom? How did it become so corrupted? So evil. Light the bonfire, light the bonfire, light the bon... Okay. That was scary. This is the only checkpoint we're gonna get before the next boss, so just wanted to unlock it. And we got invaded by this asshole, who I think is using a bandit knife. So if he backstabs you, he'll probably one-shot you, if I had to guess. And if you go down there, you can kill, I think, the dudes that were throwing pots at you, but I don't... Oh wait, there's a ladder here. Never mind. I'm gonna say, I don't want to come down here if I can't get back up. And it's just another weapon for a build I don't use. Forgive me for doing all of this looting, I just don't remember what certain items are. I don't have like an ingrained sort of knowledge of every item in every Souls game. Save for like the key items like Firekeeper Souls and Bonfire Dust and shit like that, you know. I'll remember the locations of those. I don't remember the locations of random stuff. And this is Nishandra. And she seems normal from a distance, but she's using an illusion because that portrait cursed us. There's clearly some corrupted shit going on with that. We're not going to summon anything for this boss because this boss is piss easy. So, behold the two dragon riders. Basically just the same boss fight as the one in the Hides Tower. Except now you're fighting two. I believe they have the same amount of health. This one, though, has way less health. As you can see, took off a quarter of his health with one hit. I think I will try to kill him first because he's annoying. And he's down. Now it's just a rematch. He should go down easy enough too. There you go. That was the double Dragon Rider. Get quite a few souls for that too. It's crazy. 34k. But yeah, there you have it. I mean, I don't know why they reused the Dragon Riders in this game. It seems kind of silly to me, to be honest. But, you know, easy enough little boss fight, I suppose, in the Drangleic castle there. Maybe there's some lore implication behind it, but I don't know. And you get another Dragon Rider soul for doing it too, so if you wanted to cosplay as a Dragon Rider in your playthrough, then you can still get both of their weapons with both of those souls. That makes 50 strength, that gives us 2 more damage. And I think we're gonna upgrade Vigor now, because more health is never a bad thing. It's funny how everyone in this game calls you a casual when you level HP or whatever. It's like, oh, you don't have to level health if you're never taking damage. Like, yeah, but since when are you never taking damage in a Souls game? Are all of your playthroughs just gonna be no-hit runs? Because if so, I don't believe you. Because that sounds like some bullshit. Hardest, most talented people in the Souls community have done no-hit runs, and it has taken them years to complete them. So, yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, we're gonna come back to the Hades Tower here, because I actually did miss a boss here, and I think we have enough time left in our video to do it, too. I'm gonna really quick make sure these guys don't follow me too much. Oh, damn, I fucking one-shot his ass. That's insane. I knew I was stronger, but that is actually insane that I can one-shot him. Holy shit. It does feel nice coming back to like a low-level area with a really strong weapon. Just making mincemeat of the enemies. Devotee Scarlet. There's a boss over here I forgot to fight earlier in my playthrough. To be honest, I did want to put him off until a little later, because he is a little tougher than the other boss in this area. I didn't mean to wait this long to do him. Also, here's a dragon boy. He's gonna breathe fire at us. He's chill. Never mind. I didn't realize that hitbox could hit you twice. That's kind of stupid. I'm gonna put the Smelter Demon armor on really quick here. Just tank it as much as I can. And we're solid. There's just random dragon enemy you can fight here. Wow, I do a lot of damage to this guy too. Holy crap, dude. That'll get us another shield item. And in the original Dark Souls 2, you did not have to kill this dragon to use this lever. This lever was just here by default, so you'd be able to pull it and just skip the dragon fight altogether if you wanted to. Which I thought was pretty neat, but in Scholar of the First Sin, they do not hold your hand. They're like, nah, kill the dragon. Get fucked. Anyway, here's the boss. I don't know how much this boss fight makes sense in the context of this specific game world, but this is just a rematch with Ornstein from Dark Souls 1. Only in this game, he's called the Old Dragon Slayer. And he's relatively tough when you're fighting him early on, because he'll do a lot of damage. I do love the, like, remixed music design for this boss fight, too. Because it kind of sounds like the boss music for Ornstein and Smo. Just with a twist on it, I guess. Anyway, there's him. Kind of anticlimactic for me to come this way and kill him in 4 hits. And then leave. Just had a little more time in the video, so I wanted to show him off and wrap up the stuff that I could do over here. Transient being. Yeah, this guy, I think if you join the Way of Blue Covenant with that dude back in Majula, then he'll, like, talk to you more about the Covenant, and he'll give you, like, some items or something. But most of the Covenants in this game just require you to do the PvP and stuff, and I just ain't gonna bother with any of that. And they also put a bonfire down here, which is cool, I guess, but I don't really know why they put one down here, because there's nothing, like, over here, really. Just sort of out of the way, and you can use it to quickly get back to the NPC, I guess. Anyway, there was Ornstein, Old Dragon Slayer, whatever you want to call him. I think before we start the next video, I'm going to cash in these stones, too, with the crow. back in things betwixt. Because these can yield you some useful items too. And I've been holding on to them for a while, so figure I'll wrap that up too. We're gonna level up our vigor a little more. I think I'll cap it off at 30 vigor. I don't know if I'm gonna need more than that. And I guess I can also check out upgrading the armor set here. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot more Titanite shards for that. Vengar's Helm takes Twinkling Titanite though, so we can just do that right now. I believe, yeah, Twinkling Titanite upgrades in this game only go up to +5, but Benhart's armor is gonna go to +10. So that'll be useful. I'll just see how much I can upgrade right now. Oh, now it's large Titanite, okay. Because now that we've killed the Duke Steer Freya, I think we are going to use his armor now. It is much better. Oh, it's also a lot heavier. Shit. That is way heavier than I remember it being. Holy crap. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use the shield anymore for a little while. But there you go. It's a pretty cool armor set. It's got like a nice cape. So that's pretty chill, I suppose. I think I'm going to main the bracing knuckle ring still, but I will be swapping back to the silver serpent ring to make sure we can still get the extra souls and stuff. But that should do it for this video. We knocked out the Great Soul Boss and we dipped our toes in one of the final areas of the game, Drangleic Castle, which is super, super cool looking. I still think it's one of the best designed areas in this game, along with a lot of others, I suppose. I say that about a lot of areas in this game, but to be honest, can you blame me? This game just looks beautiful all around. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.